Dear students, welcome to Business Studies class. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು 2 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಥರ್ಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ 2 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇವಾಗ ಹೊಸತ್ತು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ. ನಾವಂತೂ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಪಾಠವನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಪಾಠವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪಾಠವನ್ನು ಕೇಳುವಂತಹ, ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ 2 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ದು ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕೂಡ ನಡೀಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಟೀಚರ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡೌಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ. ಕೊರೋನಾ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಉಂಟಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಅಧ್ಯಯನವನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಬರಗಾಲ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ತುಂಬ ಮಳೆ ಆಗಿ ಏನೋ ಅನಾಹುತ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ಭೂಕಂಪ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಇದು ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಾನು ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಸೈಡ್ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅಸೆಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಲಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಸಮಾಜ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ, ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಅಂಶ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅಧ್ಯಯನವನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಫೇಮಸ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಅದೇನಂದರೆ, ಆ್ಯನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಸ್ಟರ್ಡೇ, ಇಫ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಸ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಟುಡೇ, ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಅನ್ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ ನಿನ್ನೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾವಂತ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವತ್ತು ತನ್ನ ಅಧ್ಯಯನವನ್ನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅವನು ನಾಳೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ ಅವಿದ್ಯಾವಂತ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ. ಸೊ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ PUC ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್, ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್. When you come to India, it's an economy. In Indian economy, we have 2 sectors. First one is a public sector, second one is a private sector. As you know, it's our economy, Indian economy, we have 2 sectors. One is public sector, another is private sector. Some companies are governed by government. That's by Indian government, that is public sector. Some of the institutions or some of the business enterprises are established by, are managed by private sector or the private people. So here is the 2 sectors, public and private sectors. So when you come to the first one, public sector. So under public sector, we have departmental undertakings. Second one, statutory corporation. Third one, government companies. When you come to the private sector, again we have 5 types of business organization. We studied in second chapter. So first one, sole proprietorship, partnership, joint Hindu family, cooperative society, then company. One more is here, multinational corporations. When you come to company, again we have 2 types of companies, public and private company. So these are all the concepts we studied in second chapter. So as I said, there are 2 sectors, private and public sector. What are all the organizations under private sector? We studied in second chapter. Now we are in the third chapter, that is public sector. Here we have 3 types of business organization. All the three organizations are related to our government, maybe the central government or to the state government. So first one, departmental undertakings, second one, statutory corporations, then third one, government companies. Now, what is public sector? What's the meaning of public sector? Public enterprises are owned by public and are accountable to the public through the parliament. They are characterized by public ownership, public funds being used for its activities and public accountability. One more meaning is given here. Public enterprise is an activity of a business character managed and owned 51% or more by the government, maybe the central or state government or the local body, providing goods and services for a price. This means public enterprises means it is managed by or owned by the government, maybe the central government or the state government or the local body. So if the government has established any company or any enterprises that comes under public sector. Sometimes the government they have invested 51% of amount or the capital to the business. Again, it's called public sector. For the formation of any business, we need 100% capital. If out of 100%, 51% is contributed by the government, then it is called public sector enterprises. Here it is clear now. Public sector means what? Public sector enterprises means any activity or any enterprises that is managed or owned by central government or a state government or a local or a combination of these three. This is called public sector enterprises. One more point is given here. The public fund or the people's money that is being used for its activity, then they are answerable to the general public through the parliament. That is again one more thing is one more point. That is a public sector. It is owned, it is managed by the government. Then the public fund or the public money being used, then these enterprises are accountable, are answerable to the general public through the parliament. Now, look at the types or forms of organization under public sector enterprises. First one, departmental undertaking. Second one, statutory corporations. Third one, government company. So these are all the forms of public sector enterprises. In the second chapter, we have studied the forms of private sector enterprises, that is sole trading concern, partnership firm, HUF, cooperative and joint stock company. So now this is the forms of public sector enterprises. Here we have three types of enterprises. Now, what is the first one? Departmental undertakings. It's a very simple one. It is an just extension of a ministry. In the central government or in the state government, we have several ministers, several ministries, several department. The continuation of that ministry is called departmental undertakings. Continuation of a ministry. For example, railway department is an extension or a continuation of railway ministry. So railway department comes under departmental undertakings. These undertakings may be under central or state government. Is the point is given here. That is the departmental undertaking, very simple one, an extension or the continuation of a particular ministry is called departmental undertakings. Then the undertaking is under control of a minister who is responsible to the parliament. So any department undertakings that are comes under the control of a particular ministry of the particular minister of that department or of that ministry. Look at some examples given here. We have Indian Railway, Indian Railway Department or Railway Department that comes under Railway Ministry. So, Railway Department is an extension of Railway Ministry. It is a departmental undertaking. Then we have BSNL, then Post and Telegraph Department. It is a continuation of or the extension of Department of Telecommunication. Got a point? BSNL, Post and Telegraph is a continuation or an extension of Department of Communication. Then All India Radio Department. This is an extension of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. One more example is here, that is Doordarshan, as a DD. So these are all the examples of departmental undertakings. Departmental undertakings. Okay, now look at the images given here. We have Ministry of Railway. So any department, it is the extension of this ministry. It is called departmental undertaking. We have Ministry of Railway, Department of Telecommunication, then Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So simple one now. What is departmental undertakings? It is a department, an extension of a particular ministry. Extension of a particular ministry. Okay. Move on to next one. What are all the features of departmental undertakings? First one, the funding of these enterprises come directly from the government treasury. Now, the government of India annually, they allocate budget to this type of a ministry or to the department. Then any income or revenue earned by this department also paid to the treasury. It is the first feature of departmental undertakings. When it comes to departmental undertakings, then they use the money of the government. Government, they fund these type of departments. Then the revenue or income or the profit earned by this department is also paid into the treasury of the government. This is the first feature. Second one, they are subject to accounting and audit controls applicable to other government activities. This department comes under auditing and accounting system or the government policy. It's the second feature of departmental undertakings. Third one, the employees of these enterprises are treated as government employees. So it is an important point. The employees of departmental undertaking, employees of railway, employees of BSNL, employees of All India Radio or the Doordarshan, employees of these departments these departmental undertakings are treated as government employees. That is the third feature. When it comes to fourth one, it is subject to direct control of the ministry. All the department that comes under that particular department or particular ministry. That is the fourth one. Then fifth one, they are accountable to the ministry since their management is directly under concerned ministry. Look at the fourth point. The departmental undertakings comes under control of the ministry because their management is directly under the concerned ministry. It is an extension of that ministry. It is the features of departmental undertakings. Move on to next concept, the merits of departmental undertakings. First one, these undertakings facilitate the parliament to exercise effective control over their operations because any profit or loss of a particular department. Now, that minister is responsible, he is answerable to the parliament. That is the merit for department undertakings. These undertakings facilitate the parliament to exercise effective control over their operations. Maybe the good or bad of a particular department. Then for that activity, the loss or the profit, the loss or profit of particular department, then who is responsible now? That minister is responsible. He is answerable to the parliament. That is the first merit. Second one, this ensures high degree of public accountability. Now, whatever happens in the particular department, then they are answerable to the general public through the parliament. That is the second one. Third one, the revenues earned by these enterprises, these means the departmental enterprises or departmental undertakings goes directly to the treasury, that goes to the government, so that it is a source of income to the government. So whatever income earned by departmental undertakings that goes to the government, so it is one of the way, one of the source for the income of a particular government. That is the third merit. Fourth one, where national security is concerned, this form is most suitable since it is under direct control and supervision of the concerned ministry. If we, for example, the defense sector, the defense sector, there should be some extent of secrecy. We have to maintain the confidentiality and secrecy in our security, so that we need some equipment or we need some product. For that concern, for that purpose, I think department undertakings are suitable because that comes under the control of the concerned ministry. That's why they said where national security is concerned, this form is most suitable since it comes under a particular department. That's the merits of departmental undertakings. Move on to next one, demerits of departmental undertakings. The first one, there is no flexibility. Flexible means what? It can be bent. We can bend it. It's a flexibility. But here there is no flexibility in operation of a particular department because if they want anything, they have to ask with the particular ministry or the minister, so that here is no flexibility in operation. Second one, here, the employees of these type of enterprises, they are not independent for taking any decision. If they want to take any decision, then they have to consult the minister or the ministry. So here, the departmental undertakings, the employees are not independent. They are dependent on any decisions. That's the second demerit. Third one, these enterprises are unable to take advantage of business opportunity because we have to get the opportunity when it comes. But here in the department undertakings, they have to wait for long time for any reply or any decision by the ministry, so that there is a chance or any room for missing the opportunity. That's the third demerit. Then fourth one, it's a red tapeism. So you might have seen in the government office. So they whatever file they have, they put on red tag. It's a red tapeism. What's red tapeism? It's just delaying the work. That's the main demerits of problem of government sector. So whatever file they have, they don't want to move it, they don't want to clear it, they just put one red tab or red tag. That's called red tapeism. Intentionally, they are delaying the work. Intentionally, they're delaying the project. That's called red tapeism. It's again demerits of departmental undertakings. Then fourth one, here is we have the political interference through the ministry. Then when it comes to sixth one, these organizations are usually insensitive to consumer needs. It means they don't provide what consumer want. One best example is a BSNL. Here today you might have seen Geo or Airtel, so they are doing well, they have the customers, they are earning profit. But when you come to the Vodafone or Idea, they are merged now. That's a different story. But when you come to the BSNL, they have been incurring loss. Why? They have failed. They are failed to give what customers wanted. That's a main problem. They are insensitive to the customer's needs. They don't provide adequate service to the customer. That's a main problem. So one best example for this demerit, that's a BSNL. They were insensitive, then they didn't provide any service to the customer. That's why BSNL has been incurring loss. But when it comes to Geo or Airtel, they are providing good service. They know what consumer want. They are providing according to the needs of the consumer, so that they are gaining something. So that's the story of departmental undertakings. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class. Thank you.